Everyone, I am Mary Jane. So the topic that was assigned to me is credit portfolio management. So let's start. What is credit portfolio management? It refers to the process of building a series of investment based upon credit relationships and managing risk involved with investment. A portfolio gains its profit, its value from the interest from issued loan, but susceptible to credit default. The implementation of CPN or credit portfolio management in a bank is typically concentrated in specific business units that operate in between the loan origination and loan portfolio hedging function. The task of credit portfolio management is to create an eternal market. Eternal market is an area of prosperity and freedom, providing access of goods, services, job, business opportunities, and cultural richness. A credit portfolio management, it is evaluating the risk associated with each potential loan and calculating the total amount of risk incurred by the portfolio as a whole. So what is the main objective of the credit portfolio management? Number one is provide portfolio information. So it will help to assess the current state of the portfolio. Next is help guide the organization of credit assets. It will help the information of a future portfolio. Mahimo siyang ang credit portfolio, ang iyang objective is mahimo siyang guide. For example, we are the student mahimo with portfolio. So katong past portfolio, mahimo na mo siyang guide in the future. Next is improve portfolio structure and reduce concentration. So concentration refers to disproportionately large risk exposure to specific credit risk. Next is help managing risk appetite. Risk appetite is also tolerance, in which the set of explicit internal organization statements. It is like monitoring the relevant risk limits. So last is support the management of capital and financial return. Through the portfolio, it will help. So the last is support the management of capital and financial return. So through portfolio, it will help to manage the capital and financial through various information that shows in your portfolio. So next is elements of portfolio management. So organization aspects. First is defining in some details the scope of credit portfolio management activities. And this including identifying which portfolios, clients, or counterparties are in scope. Next is identifying the roles and high levels objectives of credit portfolio management, including the credit portfolio strategy. Portfolio strategy is a set of concrete plans that help shape credit portfolio management activities. Next is the infrastructures and analytic or measurement tools. Number one is position data. So a position data is somewhat like loan data. That's an electronic file or set of files that captures lending product data from a financial firm system. It is like a database extract that needs to be specified in details. Next is historical and data and credit risk analytics. Historical data is a risk data, defined set of information in a format in digital form that is used by an organization for diverse risk management and other businesses process. So the credit risk analytics is a form of analysis performed by a credit analyst to determine a borrower's ability to meet their debt obligation. Next is scenario analysis and risk testing. So a scenario analysis is a process of examining and evaluating possible event scenarios that could take place in the future and predicting the various feasible results or possible outcomes of the activities of the company. Stress testing is a computer-stimulated technique to analyze how banks and investments portfolios fare in drastic economic scenarios. So next is model validation. Model validation is the process of determining whether the model outputs are like systematically compared. It is a process of determining whether the model accurately represents the behavior of a system. The process by which model outputs are like systematically compared to independent real-world observation to judge the qualitative and quantitative correspondence and reality. Next is policies and other management tools. Number one, help set and monitor the limit. It is also a limit framework. It is a set of policies used by financial institutions. Help design, identify, and management concentration risk. So a concentration risk is a banking term describing the level of risk in a bank portfolios arising concentration to a single counterparty, sector, or country. Next is perform stress testing exercises. It is used to learn how well your heart responds when it's working hard. Muna siya ang stress testing exercise. Next is steer the origination and pricing of credit assets. Steer din na siya, guys, din na siya steer. So the bank steering may generate distortions. So na sila information, steer the organizations. The banks build a model of the mortgage market where banks attain their optimal mortgage portfolio by setting rates and steering customers. Steering or steers refers to available tools for portfolio steering, vary depending on market, financial products, and business model or objective manager. Next is perform overall portfolio optimization. So portfolio optimization is when portfolio is minimized return for a given risk or minimize risk for a given return. So last is calculate risk-adjusted returns and risk capital allocation. Risk-adjusted returns is referred to a calculation of the profit or potential profit. So the capital allocation is denotes the internal processes by which a financial intermediary decides to apportion or allocate to cover its returns, its various risk. That's all. Thank you.